Welcome back, my fellow seekers of wisdom. Before we begin our exploration, allow me to direct your attention to the timestamp displayed on the screen, guiding you to the commencement of the first chapter of Meditations. While you're encouraged to use it, I recommend taking a moment to absorb this brief introduction. It serves as a primer for delving into the profound insights of Marcus Aurelius, ensuring a deeper understanding of his wisdom rather than merely perceiving it as mundane. Imagine stumbling upon the personal diary of a great Roman emperor, filled with intimate reflections, scattered thoughts, and echoes of Stoic ideals. That's Meditations. These are Marcus Aurelius's personal notes, not meant for our eyes but written for his own reflection, realignment and reinforcement of his commitment to Stoic virtues. Although not structured as a treatise, it serves as a meditative mantra, often revisiting themes for profound introspection. While some sections may appear repetitive, they are the essence of meditative work, containing hidden gems of wisdom waiting to be unearthed. The beauty of Meditations lies in its dual nature, both a soothing audiobook for meditation and a historical window into Stoicism. If time is limited, Chapter 8 offers a concise encapsulation of Aurelius's philosophy. While I may not wholly align with every aspect of Stoicism personally, there's undeniable value in Marcus Aurelius's Meditations that resonates even today. It's a journey through the emperor's spontaneous streams of thought, occasionally disjointed, yet rich in wisdom. Creating content like this demands a week of dedicated effort. If you find enlightenment or benefit from our work, perhaps consider supporting us here on YouTube or through our Patreon, link in the description. Without further delay, let's immerse ourselves in the profound mind of Marcus Aurelius. Book 1. Gratitude and Reflections. Learning from the wisdom passed down through generations, I gained valuable insights from my family members. From my grandfather Varus, I acquired strong values and the ability to manage my emotions. My father's legacy instilled in me humility and a grounded personality. My mother, on the other hand, taught me the significance of kindness, spirituality, and maintaining a pure mindset. She also emphasized the importance of leading a simple life, eschewing the allure of flashy lifestyles. My great-grandfather stressed the value of education at home and investing in quality teachers. Through him, I learned the importance of hard work, modesty, and focusing on my own affairs rather than getting entangled in gossip. Diognetus, my mentor, encouraged me to not get caught up in trivial matters and to approach life with a philosophical mindset. He also taught me to appreciate life's simple pleasures. Rusticus, another influential figure in my life, made me realize the areas in which I needed personal growth. He emphasized the importance of authenticity and sincerity in both my words and actions. Under his guidance, I delved into the teachings of Epictetus. Apollonia, with his unwavering dedication to his goals and logical thinking, exemplified the importance of perseverance. He taught me that being a good person surpasses all other pursuits in life. Sextus embodied kindness and leading through personal example. His teachings emphasized living authentically, nurturing friendships, and exercising patience with those who may not fully consider their actions. He exuded a calming presence and possessed a talent for imparting life's important lessons without overt displays of wisdom. From Alexander, my grammar teacher, I gleaned the importance of tactfully addressing language errors. Rather than rudely correcting someone's language usage, I learned to smoothly integrate the correct words or phrases into conversation, maintaining focus on the topic at hand rather than the mistake. Fronto provided insight into the negative traits of jealousy, deceit, and insincerity often found in influential individuals. His guidance shed light on the lack of genuine warmth and affection present among those perceived as belonging to high society. Alexander the philosopher imparted the lesson of avoiding the constant use of busyness as an excuse. He emphasized the importance of not consistently justifying neglect of loved ones by claiming perpetual busyness. From Catullus, I learned the significance of accepting criticism from friends graciously, valuing good mentors, and cherishing one's children genuinely. My brother, Severus, demonstrated the power of familial love, honesty, and fairness. Through his influence, I became acquainted with prominent thinkers and leaders. He also encouraged me to envision a society characterized by equality and genuine freedom. Severus remained steadfast in his beliefs, displayed generosity, and openly expressed his true emotions, leaving no ambiguity regarding his stance on various issues. From Maximus, I gleaned the virtues of self-discipline and unwavering focus. Even in moments of illness, his demeanor radiated positivity, seamlessly blending kindness with authority. His sincerity was palpable. He remained composed and never rushed, managing frustrations with grace rather than masking them with false laughter or succumbing to anger. Maximus's acts of kindness were genuine, leaving everyone around him feeling valued and respected. His principles were steadfast, earning him genuine admiration for his humor and authenticity. My father also left an indelible mark on me, teaching me the values of patience and decisiveness. He exemplified humility, never seeking praise or boasting about his accomplishments. Instead, he valued hard work and took the time to listen to community ideas, always striving for fairness in his actions. He possessed the wisdom to discern when to lead and when to step back, remaining unaffected by passing trends or idle gossip. He treated everyone as equals, maintaining loyalty without clinging excessively, and approached life with optimism, often foreseeing events with remarkable accuracy. His management of the empire's affairs was characterized by prudence, prioritizing essentials and dismissing trivial concerns with ease. Despite facing criticism, he remained grounded, practical, and respected for his wisdom and efficiency. His simplicity extended to his lifestyle, with an appreciation for local goods and a humble demeanor. He was unassuming, methodical, and resistant to temptations, yet able to indulge in moderation. He cherished traditions without ostentation and found solace in familiarity, displaying humility even in interactions with toll collectors. Drama-free and steady, he navigated challenges with mental fortitude supported by a balanced approach to health and a celebration of others' talents. I am profoundly grateful for the solid foundation provided by my family, including grandparents, parents, siblings, and mentors. Despite personal impulses, I avoided major missteps, guided perhaps by the universe's benevolence. My father's influence showed me the power of authenticity, proving that true strength transcends material trappings. Likewise, my brother's grounded presence and unwavering support anchored me. I count myself blessed for my children's well-being and the avoidance of distractions like excessive indulgence in the arts. Timely encounters with mentors like Apollonius, Rusticus, and Maximus reinforced the importance of authenticity. I recognize that living authentically rests solely on my shoulders. Reflecting on past relationships, including the loss of my mother, I cherish the memories and opportunities to make a positive impact. Gratitude extends to supportive teachers, insightful dreams, and the avoidance of misguided pursuits in philosophy. In essence, my guiding principles are clear: to live authentically and to express gratitude for life's blessings. Book 2, Guiding Principles. In a world filled with chaos, embrace authenticity as you begin your day, prepared to encounter challenging individuals. Those who gossip, show ingratitude, display arrogance, exhibit duplicity, harbor jealousy, or shun social interaction. Their behavior stems from a lack of understanding of what is truly beneficial or detrimental. Yet, I have discerned the difference between good and bad, recognizing that even those who err share a common humanity with me. We are interconnected, not only by familial bonds but also by our participation in the universe and its energy. Their negativity cannot affect me because I refuse to internalize it. Instead of harboring anger or animosity, I acknowledge our shared existence and the natural harmony that binds us, akin to the coordination of body parts working in unison. Reacting with hostility is contrary to this inherent unity. Reflect on your essence, a mere amalgamation of flesh, breath, and consciousness. Resist the allure of endless consumption of information and diversions. Embrace the reality that time is finite, and your physical form, composed of blood, bones, and tissues, is impermanent. Guard your consciousness against being swayed by trivial matters or apprehensions about the future. Understand that every occurrence, even seemingly random events, contributes to a larger cosmic design. Trust in the interconnectedness of all things, recognizing that every phenomenon serves the greater good of the universe, including yourself. Embrace change, both significant and subtle, as essential for the universe's perpetual evolution. Release the urge to constantly seek additional knowledge and instead, live your life with gratitude and inner tranquility. Recognize and confront your tendencies to procrastinate, acknowledging that true fulfillment lies not in the accumulation of information, but in the appreciation of the present moment. Eternally, the universe grants numerous opportunities, yet you consistently overlook them. Acknowledge your place in the grand scheme of things and realize that time is fleeting. If you fail to dispel the mental haze now, time will elapse, and so will you. Strive to embody your best self in every moment, acting with grace, love, freedom, and fairness. Eliminate distractions and approach each moment as if it were your last, devoid of drama, contradiction, pretense, or unnecessary fuss. Appreciate the simplicity of life and adhere to these principles to find inner peace. The universe, or whatever higher power you believe in, requires nothing more from you. Accept responsibility for your actions, recognizing that your time is finite. Seek happiness from within, rather than relying on external sources. Amidst the cacophony of external noise, take time to acquire meaningful knowledge, avoiding both aimless busyness and neglect of self-awareness. Remember, understanding your own thoughts and emotions is paramount for personal fulfillment. Grasp the broader perspective of existence and your role within it, staying true to yourself without external constraints. Theophrastus once offered a profound insight. Mistakes driven by desire are graver than those stemming from anger. Consider this: will anger can erupt spontaneously akin to a reflexive reaction? Pursuing desiries is a deliberate choice. It's akin to implying that acting out of pleasure entails less restraint than reacting to pain. Though subjective, the notion suggests a heightened culpability when knowingly engaging in wrongdoing. Contemplate this scenario. If today were your final day on earth, would your actions differ? For believers in a higher power, departing this world isn't daunting as they trust in divine protection. Conversely, in a godless universe, the significance diminishes. Personally, I hold faith in a higher existence, attributing to us the means to circumvent life's pitfalls. Consider the universality of death, pain, and honor. They affect all individuals indiscriminately, irrespective of moral standing. Consequently, they assume a neutral stance, devoid of inherent moral value. Isn't it intriguing how swiftly everything fades, be it material possessions or memories? It underscores the transient nature of human desires, fears, and aspirations. Zooming out, these concerns appear trivial against the vast backdrop of existence. Reflect on the transience of societal norms and individual legacies. Who dictates what's fashionable or significant? Such constructs are fleeting, much like life itself. Demystifying death reveals it as a natural facet of the life cycle, akin to the inevitability of aging, a phase intrinsic to existence. There's a poignancy, yet a hint of irony, in those perpetually probing beneath the surface, seeking to discern others' thoughts or unveil hidden truths. Why expend such effort when one possesses an innate compass, the inner voice? Honoring this voice entails shielding it from drama and negativity, embracing the beauty inherent in life's offerings, and fostering compassion for fellow beings. Flaws and imperfections are inherent in all individuals. Some may wander aimlessly, unsure of right and wrong. Yet this serves as a reminder to cultivate empathy, recognizing that perfection eludes us all. Consider this. Envision having 3,000 years, or even 10 times that, to live. Regardless, the life you inhabit at this moment is the sole reality you truly possess. Whether it spans a century or an eternity, the essence of the experience remains unchanged. Neither the past nor the future truly belongs to you. They are but fleeting illusions. Thus, two essential lessons emerge. Life's cycles perpetuate endlessly, and regardless of its duration, you are confined to the present moment. Central to this understanding is the significance of perspective, as elucidated by Monimus the Cynic. Internalizing this truth necessitates transcending bitterness toward the universe's unfolding events, thereby aligning oneself with the grand cosmic design. Moreover, one must guard against self-inflicted harm, manifested through harboring anger or seeking to inflict pain upon others. Instead, strive to relinquish control over your existence to transient sensations of pleasure or pain. Being insincere, acting devoid of authenticity is inherently detrimental. Similarly, undertaking actions devoid of clear purpose, no matter how trivial, is suboptimal. As rational beings, our objective should invariably be to live with intentionality. Life's brevity renders our time on earth minuscule, a mere fleeting moment in the vast expanse of existence. The physical realm is in a perpetual state of flux, our perception often obscured by its ever-changing nature. Our mortal bodies, subject to decay, are transient vessels, while our souls resemble tempests, constantly in flux. Predicting life's trajectory is an exercise in futility, while fame remains an enigma, prone to erratic fluctuations. In essence, all physical entities undergo continuous transformation, whereas the soul's experiences are fleeting, akin to ephemeral dreams. Life presents itself as a formidable challenge, a brief interlude preceding oblivion. Amidst this existential uncertainty, one beacon remains: philosophy. It serves as a steadfast guide, fostering authenticity, comprehending the intricacies of both pain and pleasure, and embracing life with sincerity, independent of external influences. Accepting life's vicissitudes as integral components of the broader cosmic tapestry, one welcomes the inevitability of its conclusion as a natural phenomenon, a mere reshuffling of the universe's cards. Book 3. Appreciating Life and Nature's Nuances. Our time dwindles with each passing day, and with aging comes the uncertainty of maintaining mental acuity. It's not merely about extending our lifespan, it's also crucial to preserve cognitive sharpness as we grow older. While basic desires and functions may endure, the ability to engage in profound contemplation, comprehend our surroundings, and engage in introspection could diminish. Recognizing the right moment to exit gracefully from life's stage might become obscured. Hence, our concern should encompass not only the fleeting nature of time, but also the potential waning of mental clarity. It's imperative to seize the present moment. Remarkably, even nature's unforeseen outcomes possess their own allure. Consider the cracks on a freshly baked loaf of bread. Though unintended, they exude a distinct charm. Ripe figs burst open invitingly, while overripe olives retain a unique appeal despite nearing spoilage. The drooping stalks of ripened grains, the piercing gaze of a lion, or the froth on a wild boar's mouth, all possess an inherent beauty. While seemingly unremarkable in isolation, within the context of nature's grand design, they become captivating. Those attuned to nature's essence perceive beauty in almost every aspect of existence. They discern artistry in the primal roar of a beast as readily as in a meticulously crafted painting. They find elegance in the weathered visage of the elderly and the exuberance of youth, viewing the world through a lens devoid of bias. Ultimately, it's about embracing perspective and forging genuine connections with the world around us. Hippocrates, renowned for his healing prowess, eventually succumbed to illness and passed away. Similarly, the Chaldee, who foretold many deaths, met their own demise. Even illustrious figures like Alexander Pompey and Caesar, renowned for their conquests and military triumphs, eventually met their end. Heraclitus, famed for his cosmological theories, ironically perished, while both Democritus and Socrates fell victim to lice. Such examples underscore the cyclical nature of life: birth, existence, and eventual departure. Whether there exists an afterlife or not, the cessation of worldly struggles offers respite from life's vicissitudes. It's futile to squander precious time fixating on others, especially if it yields no productivity. Each instance spent entangled in someone else's affairs detracts from personal growth and fulfillment. Instead, focus on what lies within your control. Cultivate thoughts so pure that you'd readily share them without hesitation. Strive to embody kindness, focus, and freedom from trivial concerns, epitomizing integrity and alignment with one's inner self. Such individuals serve as beacons of authenticity, unperturbed by life's transitory distractions. Recognize your interconnectedness with every human being, prompting kindness as the default response. Express gratitude towards those who embody virtuous living, while exercising empathy towards those grappling with personal struggles. Their praise or criticism should not sway you, for your purpose transcends external validation. When engaged in action, do so with intent, mindful of the broader context. Avoid getting bogged down by trivial matters or falling into the trap of being all talk and no action. Let your inner strength be your guiding force, standing tall not because of external support, but due to your own resilience. Embrace life's challenges with a smile and refrain from overly relying on others for peace of mind. If you encounter anything more valuable than honesty, discipline, and resilience, pursue it, but prioritize the inner voice that aligns with universal truths and genuinely cares for others. Guard against allowing external influences such as public opinion or fleeting pleasures to overshadow your inner voice. Always choose what aligns with your rational self, asking whether a decision serves your higher thinking or merely caters to momentary impulses. Refrain from compromising your values, which may lead to self-disrespect, resentment, or insincerity. A life guided by wisdom and integrity eschews unnecessary drama, attention-seeking, or fear of solitude. Embrace the inevitability of death with purposeful living, ensuring that every moment reflects the qualities of a thoughtful and community-conscious individual. Strive for authenticity, devoid of hidden agendas or unnecessary complexities. Value the formation of opinions based on natural and logical reasoning, fostering understanding, tolerance, and harmony with both oneself and the universe. Simplify and focus on the essentials, as we're all merely living in the present moment. The past is past and the future remains uncertain. Our time here is fleeting, and the world, relatively small. Reflect on the fleeting nature of remembrance, as even those remembered are soon forgotten by subsequent generations who scarcely know themselves, let alone individuals from ages past. Here's a helpful approach. When something troubles you, break it down to its core, label it, comprehend it fully, and recognize its place in the grand scheme of things. Consider the broader perspective of the world and humanity's role within it. Understand the value of our existence and discern the appropriate response it necessitates. Whether it's pageancy, bravery, honesty, loyalty, simplicity, or contentment, remind yourself that each situation may be part of a larger plan or simply fate unfolding. Extend kindness and fairness to those who cause you distress, acknowledging their shared humanity. Always assess the true significance of matters, focusing on the task at hand with sound judgment and undivided attention. Maintain a clean conscience, as if you were to be held accountable at any moment. Consider this analogy. Just as doctors keep their tools ready for emergencies, keep your core values readily accessible. They are indispensable to both your personal and spiritual well-being. Recognize the symbiotic relationship between the human and spiritual realms, understanding that excellence in one domain complements the other. Avoid drifting aimlessly. Time is finite, and opportunities for reflection are limited. Don't postpone engaging with the timeless wisdom found in classics. Instead, pursue your life's purpose with determination. Abandon wishful thinking and take proactive steps, particularly when you possess the means to do so. Some fail to grasp the profound implications behind concepts like theft or perception. True seeing transcends mere visual observation. It involves a deeper understanding that integrates bodily sensations, soulful desires, and rational thought. Every living being experiences sensation and desire, even animals, while rationality is inherent even in the most skeptical or deceitful individuals. What distinguishes a truly virtuous person is their capacity to confront life's challenges with equanimity, preserving their inner divinity amidst turmoil. They remain steadfast in their pursuit of truth and justice, unwavering in their commitment, even in the face of skepticism or doubt. As they approach life's end, they do so with a serene spirit, at peace with their journey, and prepared for what lies ahead. Book 4. Finding Inner Tranquility. Imagine a flickering flame, easily extinguished by a breeze. But a roaring fire thrives on challenges, burning brighter. Cultivate that inner strength. Life throws curveballs, but instead of chasing fleeting escapes, you hold the ultimate getaway within. Dive deep into your own mind. It offers a peace that beaches and mountains can't touch. When the world overwhelms, take a mental mini-vacation. Reset. Keep your guiding principles simple when setting your mind straight. They'll be your compass, leading you back to reality refreshed. Annoyed by people? We're all in this together. Everyone makes mistakes. Remember the past drama? All those worked up folks? Dust in the wind now. Chill. Anxious about your place in the grand scheme? It's a mystery. A plan or randomness, either way, find peace in the vastness. Here's the plan. Retreat inward when things get tough. Stay grounded. See things human-sized, a speck in this universe. External stuff barely touches your soul, it's all perception. Everything around you is constantly changing. That's life's transformation. Your view shapes your reality. Here's the deal. If reason guides us all, there's a universal voice for right and wrong. We share a moral code, a sense of community. We're all part of a giant neighborhood. Think world family. Where does this shared reason come from? Like our bodies from Earth, our minds must come from somewhere, right? Death is nature's cycle. Born, live, return. Nothing to fear, just part of being alive. People mess up. It's human. But you and that annoying person will both be forgotten. Don't sweat the negativity. It's all in your head. Let go of those harmful thoughts and suddenly, the harm disappears. Things that don't weigh you down as a person won't drag your life down either. Trust nature's plan. Everything happens for a reason. Pay attention, the connections will appear. Be your best self. But don't blindly adopt others' views, especially manipulative ones. See things clearly. 2 things to remember. Always act for the greater good and be open to genuine, helpful advice. Don't change just to be popular. Use that brain. Life's short, a blip. But hey, you'll return from whence you came. When life throws curveballs, think of incense. Different parts burn at different times, all part of the process. In a week, people's perceptions can shift. Today's enemy could be tomorrow's admirer. Trust your values. Trust the process. Live in the moment. Don't act immortal. Death is real. Make the most of your time here. Be the best you. Life hack. Stop worrying about others' opinions. Focus on yourself, your actions, your journey. Stay true to your path. Don't get sidetracked by drama. Don't obsess over being remembered. Everyone who remembers you will eventually be forgotten too. And even if someone did remember you forever, would it truly matter? Focus on what's real now, not fleeting praise. Beauty is inherent. A painting, a diamond, a song. Their beauty doesn't depend on applause. Consider an emerald. Does its charm diminish if no one admires it? Gold or a sunset? Their beauty is undeniable, regardless of attention. Now, about souls. If they exist eternally, how does the universe hold them all? Think of Earth, absorbing countless bodies over millennia. Maybe souls, after existing for a while, rejoin the universe's vast intelligence, making room for new ones. And remember, it's not just humans. Animals become part of the food chain, Earth's recycling system. Maybe souls have their own process too. To find the core truth, break it down. There's the physical world and the essence that gives it meaning. Stay grounded in every move. Prioritize fairness. Before reacting, clear your head and understand the situation. Book 5. A Guide to Everyday Living. When you wake up feeling groggy, remind yourself that you're alive for a purpose, to live life. There's no point in complaining about doing what you're meant to do. While snuggling under the covers feels nice, life is not just about being comfortable. Look around, birds, plants, ants. They're all fulfilling their roles. Even if rest is important, you can't just lie in bed all day. If you really cared for yourself, you'd strive to reach your potential. Artists, athletes, even those obsessed with money or fame sacrifice sleep, food, and more to achieve their dreams. Aren't your life goals worth some effort and discipline? You can brush off negative thoughts and find inner peace by doing what's right for you. Don't let critics distract you. We all have different paths. Focus on following your true self, which aligns with the universe. Life is a cycle. We're born from and return to the elements. That's just how it is. If people don't appreciate your humor, that's okay. You have other great qualities to highlight, like being genuine, hardworking, content, kind, and honest. Focus on being the best version of yourself. When doing someone a favor, some expect recognition, others hope to be remembered, and a rare few just move on, like a tree dropping fruit without waiting for applause. We probably should be more like the latter, but it's natural to want acknowledgement. Just don't help others only for validation. Find a balance between doing good and getting noticed without compromising your character. Sometimes life presents challenges not because you asked for them, but because that's what you must face now, like a doctor prescribing treatment. It's all part of the grand design of the universe and its balance. Even if you don't see the big picture, accept what comes your way as meant to be. Go with the flow, ups and downs alike, trusting everything has its proper place and purpose. When you fall short of your principles, don't panic. Everyone slips up now and then. The key is bouncing back like tidying a messy room. Think of self-improvement as soothing a headache, not obeying a drill sergeant. Growth means aligning with your natural essence. Pleasure is alluring, but isn't there more to life? Qualities like courage, honesty, calmness, and goodness are more fulfilling than chasing empty excess. Finding peace in understanding the world gives a deeper satisfaction than superficial thrills. Life is confusing even to the wisest minds. Since everything changes, what's the point of pursuing flashy things that anyone can obtain? Amidst the chaos, what really matters is reminding yourself, events are part of the grand plan, and you have the power to stay true to yourself. No one can force you off your path. Check in with yourself. Who's running your mind? Is it moodiness, fear, ego, or something wild? What people value is telling. If they recognize the worth of wisdom, patience, and fairness, they won't be swayed by superficial pursuits of wealth and fame. But if they chase excess, they'll find meaningless things funny. True worth lies in virtues that enrich life. I'm made of tangible and intangible elements that won't vanish, since they came from something. Parts of me will become parts of the universe, which will change into other parts, continuing the endless cycle that brought everything into being. Logic and philosophy are self-guiding. They follow their own path from start to finish. That's why actions based on them stay on course. We shouldn't label as intrinsic parts of ourselves things that aren't natural to our essence. If they were truly part of us, we wouldn't be admirable for living without them. The more patient we are when losing such things, the more content we become. Your repetitive thoughts shape your mind. Keep reminding yourself you can thrive anywhere, as everything has a purpose and heads toward it. For humans, our end goal is society. We're designed to be social. It's obvious everything has a hierarchy, living things above non-living, and reasoning beings at the top. Chasing the impossible will only lead to disappointment. If others can overcome challenges, so can you. Ignorance is no match for wisdom. Remember, events don't truly impact your inner core. Your soul decides perspective. Help and empathize with others. But when they obstruct you, view them as any other obstacle, like an unexpected rain shower. Our mindset can convert challenges into opportunities. Respect the forces driving the universe and within you. They guide all existence. If something doesn't affect the community, it shouldn't bother individuals. When faced with problems, consider their impact on the group. If it ripples through the community, guide the source. They likely need a new viewpoint. Life's moments vanish in a heartbeat. Everything changes constantly, so why obsess over the fleeting? Why be consumed by pride or stress? They're passing clouds. Remember, you're but a speck in the grand scheme, yet others may still give you grief. That's their baggage as they walk their own path. You have your lessons and instincts guiding you. Don't let sensations, good or bad, drag down your mental spirit. Recognize them for what they are, not as inherently good or bad. Living in tune with the universe means being content with your lot and following your inner voice, the guiding instinct we're all born with. It's your internal compass. If someone has an issue like bad breath, getting angry won't help. Kindly tell them if they have a problem. If they understand, great. If not, accept their quirks. Your life is yours to steer. If your environment or company is toxic, leave, but don't make a scene. Until then, do what feels right and don't let anyone control you. The universe connects everything for a reason, with smaller parts serving greater ones. Reflect on this harmony and your role in it. Consider how you've treated loved ones and those working for you. Have you been fair and kind to all? Reflect on your journey's highs and lows, the experiences that shaped you, the beauty witnessed, challenges overcome, values upheld, and kindness shown even to those who were unkind. Why let others' uninformed opinions shake someone who knows better? True understanding recognizes the patterns, logic, and dance driving the eternal universe. Soon we'll all be dust and whispers. The stuff people stress over is just pointless drama. What's keeping you here if not loyalty, humility, fairness, and honesty? Why pursue fame in this chaotic world? Why not relax until whatever's next and focus on respecting the universe, doing good, keeping your cool, and controlling what you can? You can live peacefully by thinking and acting rightly. All want freedom from restraint and purpose in doing right. If something isn't your mistake or affecting everyone, why fret? Even if it impacts all, is it really so bad? Don't get swept up in first impressions. Help others as you can and don't sweat small slips. Think of it like an elder asking for a childhood toy. It's just a toy. Have you lost perspective in the hype of public opinion? Remember what matters. Will you lose your head over what others obsess about? Thought you had it all before losing it? True fortune is a peaceful mind, positive attitude, and good deeds. Book 6, Navigating the Universe. In Book 6, we're reminded that the universe flows continuously without malice or intention to harm. Everything and everyone has a role to play in this cosmic dance. Whether you're experiencing joy or sorrow, embrace the present moment, as even death serves a purpose. Continually reflect and understand the true essence around you. Recognize that change is the only constant, with everything evolving or dispersing in due time. Trust in the wisdom guiding the universe's plan. Revenge is futile. Rising above with grace is the real triumph. Seek joy in each interaction, transition, and event in life. Contemplate whether the universe is chaotic or harmoniously designed. If it's random, our worries are trivial since we all return to dust. But if it's a grand design, find comfort in trusting its cosmic rhythm. When life throws you off balance, regain your center quickly. Don't let chaos last longer than necessary. Imagine balancing between two worlds, respecting the stepmom, the world, while finding solace in your real mom, personal philosophy. Dive into your core beliefs to handle whatever comes your way. See things as they truly are, not as superficial appearances. Remember, chasing what others value leads to dissatisfaction. But respecting your inner self brings peace, harmony, and contentment. The world is always changing, yet real progress comes quietly. It's odd how we crave future praise yet dismiss present opinions. In this fleeting world, don't obsess over passing moments. They're like trying to hold onto a flying bird. Value the present without attachment. Align with your true essence, not hollow acclaim. If something seems daunting yet humanly possible, believe you can achieve it too. Don't take clashes personally, just stay alert and move on. Be open to evolving your thinking. Seeking truth never hurts, but stubbornly clinging to errors does. Focus on fulfilling your role, not things beyond your control. Use reason to treat all beings well. Check in with your beliefs now and then. It's worthwhile. Death equalizes us all. Life is complex with countless simultaneous happenings mirroring the vast universe. If asked to explain something simple, do so calmly without getting aggravated. Handle life's tasks and attitudes with poise. Remember, everyone acts in their own best interest, though they may be misguided. Teach, don't resent. Stay strong in living authentically. Don't get lost chasing status or hype. Stay real. Live in a way that would make mentors proud. Appreciate simplicity, be consistent in friendship, open to new ideas, like Marcus Aurelius. Have that peaceful mindset when your time comes. Snap out of overthinking. Realize worldly drama is fleeting noise. Our body isn't bothered by it, our mind shouldn't be either. Focus on the present, not the unchangeable past or future. Do your part without comparing yourself to others. Even flawed people have their merits. Don't judge just by pleasures. Professionals adhere to fundamentals when instructing beginners. Likewise, appreciate the basic principles of being human. Keep things in perspective. Asia and Europe are tiny parts of the world. Oceans just drops. Mountains mere dots in the grand scheme. Though fleeting, everything emerges from and connects to the same profound source. Don't dismiss the seemingly insignificant. All events, past and present, are mysteriously interconnected, like pieces of a tapestry. Accept the hand you're dealt and cherish your companions. Show love genuinely. Everything has a purpose, functions independently, yet also has an inherent wisdom when aligned with nature's energy. Don't stress over what's beyond your control or blame others. Focus inward. We all contribute in some way, even critics. Figure out your role. The universe will utilize you. Don't just be a forgettable line in the grand play of life. Book 7. Interconnected Reality. Life follows patterns and cycles. History echoes similar themes. There is nothing completely new. Everything feels familiar and temporary. If you want to stay true to your values, keep nurturing the thoughts and beliefs that align with them. Stand up for what you believe in. Don't let external factors that aren't central to you bother you. If you feel lost, revisit the things that once mattered to you to rediscover yourself. Life has many distractions. Television, chores, work. Stay focused and present, not arrogant. Remember, you are only as important as the things you prioritize. In conversations and observations, be attentive and consider if things align with your understanding. If so, engage. If not, step back and let someone more capable handle it or try with assistance. Contributing positively to society matters. Many who rose to fame are now forgotten, and many who praised others are not remembered. If you need help, seek it out. Think of yourself as a soldier with a mission. Don't worry about the future. Handle it with wisdom, like you handle the present. Everything is connected by a sacred, universal force or God. We all share an essence and understanding of truth. All physical things eventually return to the universe, and thoughts return to universal consciousness, memories fading over time. For those who think and reason, actions align with nature and logic. Stand tall or be lifted up. We are all pieces of the grand human puzzle. Reminding yourself you are part of this helps you see the bigger picture. Just helping others to check a box isn't enough. It should feel like helping part of yourself. External things may happen, but your inner self remains unharmed unless you let in negativity. Like gold, your core remains steady through external drama unless you shake it yourself. It doesn't overthink, scare itself, or obsess over pain. That's on others. Your soul stays solid and unfazed. Consistent negativity dims your inner spark. Take that as a sign it's not the right mindset. If you lose the ability to recognize what's right, what's the point of continuing? Nature keeps things fresh, transforming everything into something new, giving the world a new face. The great thinkers are eventually forgotten by time. It's natural. What bugs me is doing something not in sync with my true self. In the end, we all forget and get forgotten. It's just how it is. We can still care for those who mess up. Maybe we see them as family or know they acted from ignorance, not malice. We're all on a timer here. Their mistake didn't affect your core self, so you're okay. Nature is like a sculptor, molding the same clay into different shapes. Everything is temporary, but that doesn't mean it was ever wrong or broken. Let go of consistent negativity. It dims your inner light. Let others' mistakes stay with them, not you. Tune into what's being said. Reflect deeply on actions and actors. Embrace simplicity, humility, and neutrality. Care about the bigger picture of right and wrong. Love people, align with the universe. There is a natural order to things. Remember, that order governs everything. On death, it's a transition or end, a fade-out or transformation. On pain, if it's unbearable, it will take you out. If it lingers, you can deal by looking inward while others may struggle. What would hurting parts say if they could speak? On fame, look at what drives fame seekers, what they avoid and chase. Life's events are layers of sand, covering the past with the present. Plato observed that someone who comprehends the vast expanse of time and existence likely wouldn't view our brief lives as all that meaningful. Such a person, according to Plato, would also not fear death. Anticyone added that it's noble to do good even when criticized. If our facial expressions reflect our mental state, then shouldn't our mind control itself? Getting worked up over things doesn't alter reality. Reality is indifferent to our emotions. Bringing joy is a gift to the eternal and to ourselves. Life cycles as one, life begins, another ends. If the gods or universe appear detached from me and my affairs, there's a reason. The virtuous and just are with me. Plato also said, if you think you're doing something important, then it's not about weighing risks of life or death, but whether you're acting morally. Consider this. If you're where you ought to be, either by your own choice or because someone who believed in you put you there, you must commit fully. Don't dwell on dangers, even death. Abandoning your responsibilities now, that's the real shame. Seriously, isn't there more to life than just surviving? A principled person doesn't obsess over how long they'll live. Let fate determine that. Listen to what people say. No one can escape destiny, so focus on making the most of the time you have. Gaze at the stars and feel part of their journey. Contemplate how everything changes and evolves. Thoughts like these make life less mundane. Plato suggested transcending and looking down on earthly events from a higher vantage point. Watch people in their daily lives, working, celebrating, arguing, loving, living, and dying. It's a frenzied dance of opposites, yet ordered. Consider history, the rise and fall of empires. Expect more of the same in the future. After 40 years of life, it's as if you've seen 10,000. What more will change? Things from earth return to earth, but what's born of the divine returns to the divine, whether that's atoms parting ways or something deeper. That's the cycle. Using every trick to cheat death won't work forever. Life presents challenges we must face without complaint. One person may be better at outdoing others, but that doesn't mean they're more understanding, humble, adaptable, or forgiving of mistakes. If you can act based on common sense shared by gods and humans, you've nothing to worry about. When you're doing something that aligns with your true self and it's working out, there's no downside. You have the power, anytime and anywhere, to embrace where you are, treat those around you right, and control your thoughts. Don't pry into how others direct their lives. Focus on your own path, what life presents you, and how your inner self reacts. Everything has a purpose. Just as lesser things serve greater, we humans are made for each other. Being social is fundamental to being human. Secondly, logic and reason, not just emotions and desires, should guide us. Our capacity for rational thought should control them, not vice versa. Lastly, stay clear-headed and truthful. Adhere to these principles and you're on the right track. Imagine you've lived until now and only have a little time left. Live the rest naturally. Welcome whatever life brings you, as it's part of your personal journey and best fits who you are. Remember those before you who stressed constantly, overreacted to everything, and complained endlessly. Where are they now? Gone. So don't follow their example. Let those who want to fuss and fret do so. Focus instead on making the most of every situation. Stay true to yourself and aim to be good in all you do. Search deep within yourself, as there is a wellspring of goodness inside you. Keep looking, and it will keep providing. Your body should be balanced, not awkward, whether moving or standing still. Your face reflects your mindset. Your body should do the same. Genuinely, life is more like wrestling than dancing. You must be ready for surprises that can knock you off balance. Pay attention to whose opinion matters to you and understand their values. This way you won't be too hard on those who unintentionally mess up, and you won't crave validation from insignificant people. Remember, anyone can lose their way from truth and kindness. Keeping this in mind will help you be more forgiving. Whenever you're in pain, remind yourself there's no shame in it and it doesn't change your core self. Here's a tip from Epicurus. Pain isn't endless or too much to handle, especially if you know it's temporary, and don't exaggerate it in your mind. Think about it, there are other uncomfortable things like sleepiness, heat, or lack of hunger that we don't label as pain. So, if they frustrate you, just remind yourself you're experiencing a different type of discomfort. Be careful not to feel about the inhumane the same way they feel about others. Socrates was renowned for his honorable death and arguments, but that alone does not make him superior to lesser-known individuals like Tillich. Worth is not solely defined by grand moments like defying orders or enduring adversity. The true measure is whether someone stays true to themselves, treats others rightly, and remains grounded no matter the circumstances. The quality of one's spirit is what truly matters. Your mind is not so tethered to your body that you cannot control it. It is entirely feasible to live an amazing life without worldwide acclaim. Remember, fulfillment does not require being the greatest speaker or scientist, just authenticity, kindness, and harmony with the universe. You can live peacefully and lucidly, even if the world disagrees, or you face threats. With the right mindset, you can remain calm, make clear judgments, and make the most of every situation. See things as they truly are, not as others perceive them. Embrace each moment and challenge as a chance to grow, in relation to others or the universe. Nothing is too unexpected or difficult with the proper perspective. Living with integrity means treating each day as if it were your last. Staying genuine without overreacting or coasting. Consider this. If immortal beings can care for imperfect humans forever, shouldn't we show some patience given our brief time here? After all, none of us are flawless. It seems silly to dodge others' imperfections when we cannot even address our own. Anything not aligned with clarity or togetherness falls short of genuine relationships and clear thinking. When you help someone and they are grateful, that is real. Why expect praise or repayment? Everyone values their own good, and acting naturally benefits all, so why hold back from spreading that goodness? As for the universe's plan or randomness, keeping perspective can really help maintain calm. Book 8. Finding One's True Path. Let's be honest, you haven't spent your entire life or even just your young adult years solely pursuing wisdom and enlightenment. That reality is obvious to you and everyone around you at this point. Claiming the title of wise philosopher seems out of reach given the choices you've made previously. However, if you're serious about understanding what truly matters, stop being so obsessed with how others perceive you. Instead, focus on living according to your true self from here on out. The genuine happiness you've long searched for in debates, money, fame, and pleasures has eluded you thus far. True fulfillment lies in acting in accordance with your human nature, which boils down to recognizing what is truly good. Virtues like justice, self-control, courage, anything opposite of that leads down an unwise path. Before taking any action, ask yourself, Is this true to who I am? And will I regret this later on? Life is short and I'll be gone soon, so if my actions align with intelligence, societal harmony, and universal law, isn't that enough? Consider the great conquerors like Alexander, Caesar, and Pompey. Compared to deep thinkers like Diogenes, Heraclitus, and Socrates, weren't they weighed down by many worldly concerns? People will be people, and you getting angry won't change that. Here's the thing, stay calm. Everything happens according to the rhythm of the universe. Soon enough, like Hadrian and Augustus, you too will be forgotten. But for now, while you're still here, focus, be kind, speak your truth, but do so with humility and sincerity. Everything is part of the unfolding dance of the universe, shifting and morphing. Change is the only constant, but there's no need for anxiety. It's all familiar territory. We just have to find our place in this ever-changing pattern. We feel contentment when our actions align with our authentic selves. For thoughtful people, this alignment stems from clarity of thought, social responsibility, and focusing on what we can truly control. Embracing whatever life brings is crucial. It's vital to remember that we're part of something larger, like leaves on a tree. The key difference is our ability to think and make choices. So when making comparisons, consider the full context, not just isolated parts. Do you ever feel overwhelmed and complain there's no time to read or reflect, yet somehow find time for arrogance, trivial desires, and constant validation? Moreover, it's worth refraining from endless grievances about daily life. Regret often feels like reprimanding yourself for missing something valuable, but if it's genuinely worthwhile, a discerning person would prioritize it. You don't see such people regretting fleeting pleasures, do you? Regularly ask yourself about the core essence of things, their true nature, role in the bigger picture, and permanence. When getting up in the morning feels burdensome, remember that as humans we thrive through interaction and teamwork. Even though sleep is essential and animals require it too, our unique human connections set us apart. Whenever you encounter a situation or thought, analyze it to grasp the underlying scientific, ethical, or logical basis. Making this a regular practice can lead to greater understanding. When you meet someone, mentally note what they believe about right-wrong, and know that if they see life, fame, pleasure, or pain in a certain way, their actions will follow suit. Don't be shocked when things go as expected. Just as a fig tree bears figs, the world has its natural outcomes. Similarly, if someone is ill, a doctor should not be surprised, just as a sailor should not be shocked by bad winds. Changing your viewpoint when presented with new information is not weakness. It's as much a part of freedom as sticking to your beliefs. You're just adjusting based on new insights. If something is within your control, handle it. If not, why complain? If you can change the root cause, great. If not, try to manage the outcome. If that's not possible, complaining won't help. Everything that passes does not disappear. Rather, it transforms and becomes part of the universe and your own being. All things have a purpose. Horses, plants, even the sun. So, what is your purpose? If it is just for pleasure, consider if that truly makes sense. Each phase of life and existence has a reason from beginning to end. Whether it's a ball moving or a bubble popping, there is a purpose behind it. Consider how our bodies evolve as we age and become ill. Everything has its cycle. Praise, memories, fame. They are fleeting, especially when you realize our entire world is just a tiny speck in the vast cosmos. Focus on what is directly in front of you, a thought, action, or word. If you choose to improve tomorrow rather than today, then any challenges you face are deserved. In all you do, act with purpose. Keep humanity's well-being in mind as you go through life. If an opportunity comes your way, take it in stride, connecting it to the grand design of life and the universe. Life has its ups and downs in all aspects. Embrace every part of it. Lucilla watched Verus pass away and then followed. Secunda saw Maximus leave and she did too. The pattern continues with Epitincanus and Taninus, and Sylla, seeing their loved ones depart and then leaving themselves. What became of brilliant minds like Carax or Demetrius? Gone, all of them. Some forgotten, some legends, some faded from memory. Remember, we're all on the same journey. You'll either move on, pass away, or be relocated. Doing what's natural for humans feels right. It's in our nature to care for others, think critically about situations, and grasp the vastness of the universe. Your connections to the world boil down to three things: your body, the cosmic force binding everything, and the people around you. If pain is physical, let your body judge it. If it's emotional, remember, your mind can stay calm. Every emotion is a choice. No negativity needs to reach your core. Keep reminding yourself you have the power to block negativity and see things as they truly are. It's an innate gift. Speak your truth, whether in formal or casual settings. Keep it real and straightforward. Reflect on the times of Augustus, all those names, his inner circle, even his doctors, all gone. When you mourn one person, think bigger. Remember entire family lines like the Pompeii, and realize life's cycle of beginning and inevitable end. Focus on the present. Every action counts. If you're doing your best, that's enough. If obstacles arise, pivot gracefully. There's always another way to act rightly. When good fortune knocks, embrace it humbly, but be ready to release it when the time comes. Have you seen a detached hand or foot? Think of someone feeling disconnected or out of sync with others. That's like self-amputating from life's bigger picture. But here's the cool thing. Even if you feel cut off, you can reconnect. No other part can do that, so appreciate the unique human gift to always find our way back to the whole. Just as the universe folds everything into its embrace, we humans can turn challenges into opportunities. Every obstacle can become stepping stones towards our goals. Life is a journey. Don't overwhelm yourself by thinking of every challenge that lies ahead. In stressful times, ask yourself if the situation is truly unbearable. Chances are, it's not. Remember, it's not the past or future that bothers you, but the present moment. Break it down and you'll see it's just a small blip. Do you think historical figures like Panthea or Pergamer still mourned at Varus's grave or wondered about Hadrian? Let's be realistic, that would be odd. Even if they did, would the dead even know or care? Everyone has their time, then moves on. Dwelling on the past is like fixating on decay. If you have clarity, use it wisely. When I consider human nature, I see virtues like justice. There is no virtue in going against it, but I see one virtue that opposes hedonism: self-control. Your perspective can be your shield. If something seems hurtful, shift how you see it, stay grounded. If it's a problem of the mind, let your mind sort it out. If another part of you feels off, let it process the feelings. When our senses are blocked, it feels bad, right? The same goes for any hindrance to our desires. It's like blocking a plant from growing. So when something blocks our intelligence, it's tough on our thinking selves. Remember this: if you face physical pain or emotional distress, let your senses deal with it. Did an obstacle stop your plans? If it goes against the natural flow, it's a bummer, but usually life is just doing its thing. No one can mess with your core thoughts once your mind is solid. Why hurt myself when I've never purposely hurt anyone? What lights me up is keeping a clear head and embracing every person and situation. That's where real joy is. Don't worry about how future generations will see you. Future people will be a lot like the ones now that you might not even like. And guess what? They're all temporary. Who cares about their opinion? Toss me anywhere and I'll stay calm and grounded. A change in location shouldn't shake my soul. Is there any good reason to be scared or thrown off? Whatever happens is just a human experience, like whatever happens to an ox is an ox thing. If everything falls within nature's plan, why stress? If an external issue bothers you, it's not the issue but your thoughts about it. You can change that mindset. Right now, if something is bothering you internally, change your perspective. If you're upset about not doing what you feel is right, then just do it. If something is preventing you, it's out of your control, and that's okay. If life doesn't feel worth living without doing that thing, Then accept your fate gracefully. Understanding obstacles are part of life's challenges. Remember, when your mind is focused and content with its choices, it's unbeatable, even if just being stubborn. Now imagine if it also had sound reason on its side. A calm, passionless mind is like a fortress, the safest place to retreat when things get difficult. If you don't know this, you're missing out. If you do but don't use it, that's just sad. Stick to the facts. Heard someone's gossiping about you? Those are their words, not actual harm. Notice your kid looks sick, that's what you observe, but doesn't mean they're in danger. Always adhere to what you directly experience and don't dramatize or assume more. Be the one who knows everything. Found a bitter cucumber? Toss it. Thorns in your path? Walk around them. It's that simple. Don't waste time questioning why they exist. If a carpenter's workshop has wood scraps, you wouldn't ask why. Nature doesn't have an outside to discard things. Nature recycles. Old and decaying stuff gets transformed. Nature works with what it has in its own space, not needing anything more. Stay active in your deeds. Be clear in your words. Focus your thoughts. Keep the drama inside and outside yourself at bay. Don't overcommit your life. Keep some free moments. So what if people hurt, insult, or hate you? How does that prevent you from being your best self? Think of a clear spring. If someone curses it, the water still flows fresh. If dirt's thrown in, the spring cleanses itself. Want that kind of resilience? Practice freedom, contentment, simplicity, and humility whenever you can. If you don't comprehend the world, you're lost in it. If you can't see the world's purpose, you won't grasp your role. Yet many of us chase approval from those equally lost. Why seek validation from someone constantly doubting themselves? Why impress someone full of regrets? Your thoughts should not just harmonize with your environment, but with the vast consciousness everywhere, waiting for those open to it. Remember, bad actions don't destabilize the world. People's mistake is only harm them and can be corrected when they choose. Consider the sun. Its light spreads everywhere without being lost or diluted. Your understanding should be just as illuminating, never wavering when challenged. Fear of death is either fear of the unknown or changed existence. But life either ends without pain or evolves differently. We exist for one another, help when possible, and be patient always. Keep your intentions and actions direct, aiming for mutual understanding with those around you. Book 9. Living Authentically in a Complex World. In this complex world, when you behave unethically, you are contradicting human nature. We are wired to assist one another, not harm. So when you disrupt this natural order, you are disrespecting the universe itself. Deception is similar. Nature is about truth, so lying not only deceives someone but also challenges the world's truth. Even if it's an unintentional lie, you are still out of alignment with life's rhythm. Chasing pleasure and avoiding pain can also be problematic. Have you noticed how sometimes immoral people seem happy while virtuous ones struggle? Well, if you constantly pursue happiness, you may end up doing unscrupulous things, which is another form of disrespect. Life gives us both good and bad, and it's up to us to handle both with grace. The best outcome would be leaving life never having lied, been fake, or overly indulgent. But if you have experienced those and then pass on, that's a solid second best. If you still cling to your vices, when will you learn? An unhealthy mind is like a disease, worse than any flu. Death isn't something to fear. It's natural, just like growing up, getting wrinkles, or having children. So why fear death more than your first gray hair? A mindful person views death as just another stage of life. It's like waiting for a baby to be born, only in reverse. If you need another perspective, think of leaving behind life's drama and people who don't understand. If anything, the sweet relief of not dealing with daily hassles might be the silver lining. But always remember, even if people bother you, it's on you to treat them right. If only everyone saw the world as you do, then maybe, just maybe, sticking around would be more appealing. When you make mistakes, you're essentially harming yourself. Acting unfairly is on you. because you're just dragging yourself down. It's not just what you do, but sometimes what you don't do that counts. Sitting out can be as wrong as messing up. The key is having clarity in your thoughts. When your actions benefit everyone, and you're at peace with whatever life brings, you're in a good place. Let go of wild imaginings, rein in excessive wants, and keep your desires in check. Stay in control of your actions and thoughts. Consider this: all living things share something fundamental. Everything with earth in it is drawn to the earth. Liquids flow together, and air does its thing unless something interferes. Fire rises up, connecting with other fire. The drier something is, the faster it ignites because there's less to impede the burning. So logically, everything with some intelligence should also come together. Bees swarm, cows herd, baby birds are fed, animals form groups. Humans have societies, friendships, families, social gatherings, agreements, and sometimes wars. Even distant stars seem connected in some unseen way. Ironically, though, humans, supposedly the most intelligent species, often forget this natural pull toward each other. Even when we try to avoid it, nature has its hooks in us. It's easier to find two pieces of the earth not touching than two people genuinely isolated from all others. People, nature, and the universe have their seasons and times to shine. But if we say only plants bear fruit, we're missing the bigger picture. Like a tree yields ideas and creates things, so can our minds. If you can guide the lost back on track, if you don't hold grudges, you demonstrate the kindness the universe shows with its breaks and assistance. Don't act like the world is against you or want pity. Keep your eyes on the goal and act in harmony with others, the way a community should. Today I freed myself from all the drama in my life. It wasn't lurking outside of me. It was my mindset that needed to change. History repeats itself, my friend. What we see today is the same old patterns from the past. Objects don't judge themselves or us. So who are we to judge? It's our perceptions and mindsets that lead to judgment, not the objects themselves. Sitting idle doesn't help. It's our choices and actions that define the good and bad within us. Our values are revealed by what we do. A stone thrown up into the air just does its thing, falling back down without sadness. Like everything else, it simply follows its nature. If you want to understand people, look deeply into their core beliefs. Then you'll see who they're trying to impress and why. Change is the only constant. You're evolving every day, as is the whole universe. If someone has wronged you, leave that baggage with them. Don't carry it yourself. Ending a project, pausing, or changing your views isn't bad. Think of the different phases of your life: childhood, teenage years, adulthood, old age. Each transition was like a mini ending, but it wasn't scary. Remember how you lived under your grandparents, parents, etc. You've seen so much change. Why fear the next one? Check your mindset and perspective. Understand where others are coming from. Make sure your actions are fair. You're just one small part of a big puzzle. Try to see if people act from ignorance or understanding. Their mindset isn't so different from yours. Make your actions contribute positively to the community story. If they don't, it's like rebelling against your own purpose. Kids fight then make up. We fuss over fleeting things. Everything in life is temporary, like scenes from a movie. Remove the fluff to see things clearly for what they are. Then ask yourself, how long will this matter in the grand scheme? You've faced stress by rejecting simply being. It's time to let that go. When others criticize you, step into their shoes. You'll see you aren't so different and they aren't worth the stress. Still show them kindness. Deep down, we're all one. The universe nudges us all with signs and life's patterns that keep cycling, whether by grand design or random chance. Go with the flow. Soon we'll all return to the ever-changing earth. Think of endless transformations like waves. It helps you value what lasts and let go of the fleeting. Life sweeps everything along like a powerful river. But look at people lost in politics or philosophy, just rambling. Can we really change others' minds? Without that, aren't we just pretending? Look at history's big names. Did they get it right? No need to copy them. Keep your philosophy simple and humble. From above, look at humanity. Our journeys, birth, death, routines. Think of past, future, distant cultures. Many don't know you, and soon, many will forget those cheering for you today. Those might criticize you tomorrow. Legacy is overrated. Stay calm when chaos strikes externally and be fair internally. That is your true character. You can clear out many of the things that stress you by changing your perspective. Consider the vastness of the universe and eternity compared to the fleeting moment between birth and death. Everything you see is temporary, even those observing the cycles of life and death. The elderly and the young all meet the same fate. What motivates people? What values do they pursue? Imagine seeing people's real intentions when they praise or criticize. What is their agenda? Change leads to loss, yet nature thrives on it. History shows this cycle has always existed and will continue. All things, water, rocks, gold, deteriorate and return to their basic elements. Your breath is also just a transition in the grind of daily life and drama, as familiar as it's always been. Did someone wrong you? That's on them, or maybe they didn't actually wrong you. Everything either has an intelligent design with harmonious parts or is pure chaos. Either way, why make a fuss? Check yourself periodically. Am I genuine and authentic, or conforming to the herd? When pondering the divine, consider, if gods are powerless, why pray? If they're powerful, why not cultivate inner strength instead of superficial wishes? Perhaps they've already empowered us, so shouldn't we use that power responsibly instead of longing for what we lack? Maybe they're helping more than you know. Try redirecting your prayers to personal growth and observe the effects. Like Epicurus, even when sick, focus on life's mysteries rather than complaining or being distracted. Stay anchored in wisdom, ignore trivialities, and concentrate on your present tasks and motivations. Ever felt annoyed by someone's audacity or behavior? Understand difficult people are part of life's fabric. Instead of fuming, use patience, understanding, and perspective. Mistakes are just misguided intentions. Consider where the real harm is. Most wrongs are imagined. If someone seems ignorant, perhaps they were never enlightened. If betrayed, reevaluate your judgments and expectations. Lastly, be kind without expecting gratitude. Doing good for reward makes it self-serving. Align with your true nature, do good for its own sake, and trust you're on the right path. Hey there, self. Ever pondered why staying authentic, transparent, and unified feels like such a tall order? Why not revel in the satisfaction of the present moment without yearning for more? Can't we cherish our surroundings, acknowledging them as gifts from the cosmos? Consider the notion that everything unfolds according to a grander plan, even if we can't always perceive it. Here's a piece of advice. Discern what truly resonates with your essence, embracing it unless it disturbs your inner peace. And let's not forget we're inherently social beings. Keep these principles close, and the trivial concerns will fade into insignificance. Life has its share of ups and downs. Ask yourself, are you equipped to confront them? If so, face them head-on. If not, know that they'll eventually pass. Remember, your perspective can transform almost any obstacle into an opportunity. If you witness someone grappling with difficulties, extend a helping hand or offer guidance. And if you're unable to assist, be gentle with yourself. We're all on unique journeys. Whatever life throws your way, believe it's part of a grand design that has been unfolding since time immemorial. Embrace this concept and you'll discover harmony in existence. Whether we perceive the universe as a collection of minuscule particles or a connected system, the essence remains the same. I'm a small component of a vast whole, intricately linked to other parts like me. By acknowledging this connection, I'm more inclined to accept life's challenges, knowing they serve the greater good. Indeed, all things in the universe undergo eventual transformation or cessation. Yet if change is an inherent aspect of nature, why fret over it? It's not akin to everything falling apart, but rather evolving into something new. Remember, everything disintegrates into its fundamental elements and then reforms, a cosmic form of recycling. The labels we assign ourselves, be it good, honest, or balanced, carry weight. Let's not merely brandish them for show. Rationality entails attentiveness and avoidance of heedless errors. Equanimity involves willingly embracing life's peaks and valleys, while magnanimity requires prioritizing significant matters over trivial ones. Adhere to these principles, and your life's trajectory will undoubtedly shift for the better. If you find yourself straying from these ideals, it's all right. Find your way back, and if necessary, reassess your stance. But always bear in mind, life is fleeting, so why linger in toxic environments? Dare to these values without seeking external validation. Always keep in mind our purpose. Just as a fig tree bears figs and a dog acts as a dog, we as humans have our roles. Align yourself with these roles, and you'll be on the right path. Daily challenges will continuously attempt to divert you from your beliefs. Often, you become so engrossed in the daily grind that you lose sight of the bigger picture. However, remember that your actions should not only address immediate concerns but also foster your understanding and confidence. There's no need to flaunt your knowledge. Simply embody it. When will you truly appreciate simplicity and comprehension? Just as a spider feels fulfilled catching a fly, someone might derive satisfaction from more significant achievements. But upon deeper reflection, aren't they all equal, shaped by their mindset? Focus on comprehending the interconnectedness and evolution of everything. This understanding cultivates resilience. Someone who grasps this perspective maintains detachment from trivial matters, viewing life's grand scheme. They adhere to doing what's right, regardless of external opinions, content with acting justly and embracing life's challenges without needless distractions. In moments of uncertainty, there's no need to panic. Assess the situation calmly. If a clear path presents itself, proceed confidently. If not, seek advice. Stick to what feels morally upright. Even if you don't achieve your desired outcome, you've aimed for something meaningful. A person guided by genuine reasoning remains composed, proactive, and focused. Each morning ask yourself, does it truly matter if someone else acts rightly? The answer is no. Those who rush to judge or boast of superficial accomplishments reveal their true character behind closed doors. Reflect on the values they genuinely live by. When you comprehend life and nature, you synchronize with the universe, reciprocating good deeds. It's not about arrogance, but rather about harmonizing and expressing gratitude. Your time on earth is limited. Live expansively, akin to standing atop a mountain, for your location matters little compared to living as part of a larger community. Show the world an authentic individual who genuinely harmonizes with nature. If one struggles with this, living authentically is preferable to conforming to societal norms. Let actions speak louder than words. Embody goodness rather than just discussing it. Reflect on the vastness of time and the ever-changing nature of existence. Each moment is fleeting, akin to a quick spin of a drill, and every object transient like a speck of dust. Change is inherent in all things, whether evolving or dissipating. Consider the basic human activities of eating, sleeping, or relieving oneself, juxtaposed with moments of ostentation or anger. Recognize the transient nature of life. People transition from dependency to independence and eventually move on to different stages. Trust in the natural order of things. Nature's interventions are timely and for the greater good, akin to the earth welcoming rain or the sky embracing its vastness. Embrace your connection with the universe, resonating with its rhythm and love for existence. Maintain optimism regardless of your circumstances. Every place exudes the same essence, whether urban or rural. As Plato suggested, the essence remains consistent, whether in a bustling city or serene countryside. Evaluate your mental and emotional state. Are you thinking clearly and fostering connections, or are you consumed by physical desires? Avoid evading responsibilities. Laws and norms serve as guides, and resistance only hinders life's flow. Consider the miraculous processes of life, from a seed planted in soil to the body's transformation of food into energy. Just as nature effortlessly orchestrates these phenomena, embrace the natural flow of life, avoiding excessive distress or fear. Life unfolds in its own rhythm, and by aligning with it, one can find fulfillment and purpose. Witness the remarkable processes quietly unfolding within us, akin to an invisible force guiding and propelling everything around and within us. Recall that the situations we encounter today have occurred before and will likely recur in the future. Reflect on historical social circles, where the narratives were consistent, albeit with different individuals. When confronted with agitation or grievances, envision them as the antics of a pig before it's cooked, a humorous perspective to temper frustration. Recognize that humans uniquely possess the choice to either accept or resist life's flow. All else simply follows its course. Before succumbing to dread, ponder whether the issue holds significance in the face of mortality. When someone provokes you, introspect. Acknowledge personal flaws and biases, which can mitigate anger. Understand that most individuals are reacting to their circumstances. Offering assistance can transform their situation. Consider encountering wise individuals or role models, acknowledging their impact, even if their wisdom doesn't resonate with you. Reflect on the transient nature of life and contemplate how you choose to spend your time. Strive to be your best self, acting rationally and harmoniously with your nature. Recognize the power of your mind to navigate life's challenges, akin to water flowing past obstacles or a rolling cylinder adapting to its path. Embrace simplicity and integrity, ensuring your actions benefit the community and align with your essence. Grasp life's essence deeply, finding solace in even the simplest advice. Acknowledge the impermanence of existence, understanding that everyone, even the most beloved, will eventually depart. Make peace with this reality, exiting gracefully and without resentment, akin to drifting into sleep. Pause to contemplate the motivations behind others' actions, but always begin with self-reflection. Remember, your true essence lies beyond the physical, the inner spirit that propels you forward. Stay attuned to this driving force, whether it manifests as passion, ambition, or the beating heart within you. This, indeed, is the essence of existence. Book 11. Discovering Your True Self. The rational mind possesses remarkable capabilities. It is self-aware, capable of self-analysis, and adaptable to its desires. Unlike plants or animals, we, as humans, reap the fruits of our mental labor regardless of life's journey's endpoint. The mind understands its purpose and strives to fulfill it. Consider a 40-year-old individual with insights gained from life's repetitive patterns. They have essentially experienced a breadth of human existence. Essential virtues like kindness, honesty, humility, and self-worth are as vital to the soul as justice is to law. Just as breaking down a beautiful song into individual notes diminishes its impact, reducing life to singular actions overlooks its complexity. However, embodying goodness encompasses the entirety of these virtues. It requires strength and readiness to confront life's challenges, including death, with thoughtfulness and conviction, devoid of unnecessary drama. Every act of kindness towards others serves as its own reward, emphasizing the primary duty of being a decent human being. Understanding the universe and oneself is integral to fulfilling this duty. Plays and tragedies once mirrored real-life situations, urging acceptance and resilience in the face of adversity. Comedy, initially grounded in reality and wisdom, has evolved into a pursuit of cheap laughs. Despite this shift, there remains wisdom to be gleaned, highlighting the importance of reflection and learning within our present circumstances. Just as severing a branch from a tree disrupts its connection to the whole, distancing oneself from others severs the broader human connection. Hate and ignorance further detach us from the social fabric. Yet, like a branch grafted back onto a tree, we can reconnect, though repeated disconnection complicates this process, hindering our ability to harmonize with the collective. People may attempt to throw you off course, but maintain your composure and positive energy. Reacting with anger or deviating from your path undermines your true essence. Art draws inspiration from nature, and the universe, as the ultimate expression of nature, is the greatest artist. Its artistry lies in balance, encompassing concepts like fairness and virtues. Focusing too much on trivial matters or being easily swayed blinds us to the grander scheme of things. If something is causing stress, perhaps it's receiving undue attention. Maintain your equilibrium, and it won't hold power over you. If someone harbors animosity toward you, that's their issue to resolve. Ensure you're not contributing to any drama. Respond with kindness, even in the face of negativity, and if correction is necessary, do so with humility, not arrogance. Live authentically, so that your contentment and harmony with the world shine through. In life, people often engage in games of ego, alternating between praise and criticism. Stay genuine amidst these fluctuations. When someone prefaces a statement with, "I'll be honest with you," true character is revealed not through words but actions. Authenticity and kindness are transparent, evident in your demeanor and interactions. Insincere friendships are undesirable. Genuine vibes are unmistakable. Strive for balance, understanding that situations don't dictate our reactions. We do. Challenge any unwarranted beliefs and embrace what resonates while releasing what doesn't. Reflect on experiences and reactions, striving for personal growth. Recognize our shared humanity and interconnectedness, embodying leadership when necessary. Consider others' perspectives and motivations, acknowledging that everyone seeks understanding and resists being labeled or misunderstood. In this fleeting life, seek harmony with the universe's intended balance. Here's a reality check. Nobody's perfect, not even you. We all experience moments of weakness or uncertainty. Do we truly understand the full story behind someone's actions before passing judgment? It requires knowing all the angles. When feeling overwhelmed, remember that life is but a fleeting moment in the grand scheme of things. Everything is transient. What often rattles us isn't others' actions but our own reactions and perceptions. Shift your perspective and the anger will fade. Consider this. Isn't the annoyance or anger from people's actions often worse than the act itself? A genuine good vibe is unbreakable. Remain warm-hearted even in the face of adversity. If someone tries to provoke you, respond with kindness and gently correct them. Point out their error with genuine care, referencing nature's harmony, and always approach without bitterness or condescension. Remember these principles as essential life lessons. Live with purpose, avoiding the pitfalls of trying to please everyone or getting upset over every slight. True strength lies in maintaining composure and understanding, not succumbing to anger or pain. Expecting those who've done wrong to suddenly act right is unrealistic. However, letting them mistreat others while expecting immunity for yourself is both irrational and unfair. Address 4 major pitfalls: overthinking, isolation, insincerity, and self-criticism. When overthinking, remind yourself it's unnecessary. In moments of isolation, recall the importance of community. Before speaking, ensure your words are genuine. And if self-criticism arises, recognize it as a sign of fleeting desires overriding logical thinking. Just as the elements in your body comply with the universe's design, let your mind align with natural harmony. Whenever we succumb to anger, jealousy, or any negative emotion, we're going against our true nature. Being at peace with what's happening around us means respecting the universe's design. Our higher self isn't just about fairness, but also about contentment with the grander scheme of things and having a consistent purpose that benefits everyone, promoting community and togetherness. Reflect on the story of the country mouse and the city mouse, where simplicity often proves better. Consider ancient wisdom like in Sparta, where seating arrangements reflected humility, or Socrates' unique insights on life, valuing authenticity over popularity. The ancients found guidance in reflecting on virtuous individuals of the past or observing the consistent patterns of the stars. Before guiding others, master your own path and practice what you preach. Sometimes feeling voiceless is temporary and doesn't define your essence. Embrace genuine principles even if they attract criticism. Longing for the impossible or dwelling on the past leads to disappointment. Instead, acknowledge the natural cycles of life, like grapes ripening into raisins. Epictetus emphasized discernment in decisions, showing restraint with desires, and accepting things beyond our control. The real discussion lies in discerning wisdom from folly. Cherish meaningful connections and genuine understanding over minor disagreements. Embrace wisdom, discern truth from folly, and value the depth of genuine human connections. Book 12. Embracing the now, ignore the distractions. Whatever you seek can be yours now if you allow it. Let go of past regrets and stop worrying about the future. Focus on the present moment. Live with purpose and fairness. Be satisfied with what you have, for you are where you're meant to be. Speak your truth and act righteously. Don't let negativity, peer pressure, or physical discomfort divert you. When it's time for you to leave this world, ensure you've truly lived according to your core values. This way, you'll truly belong in this universe. No more feeling lost or shocked by daily life or relying on others' approval. If you adopt this mindset, you'll find peace. Why obsess over superficial things like clothes, houses, or fame when they're surface level? You're made of three things: a body, soul, and mind. You're responsible for caring for the first two, but the last one, your intellect, is the real you. So eliminate the noise. Disregard what others say or do, past mistakes, future worries, or any physical discomforts. Let your mind be pure and independent. If you center yourself, focusing only on the present moment, you'll find harmony. The time you have left will be spent with clarity, grace, and alignment with your true nature. Isn't it odd how we care more about what others think of us than how we feel about ourselves? Imagine if someone like a wise teacher asked us to voice every thought we had. We couldn't handle it. We're far more concerned with neighborhood gossip than our own self-worth. Have you ever pondered why some good people, even those deeply connected to a higher power, simply vanish when they die? If it was meant to be different, wouldn't the universe or the gods or whatever have sorted it out? If it were natural or fair, it would be happening. But since it's not, maybe that's how it's supposed to be. Arguing about it is like picking a fight with the universe. And the universe, being as awesome as it is, wouldn't mess things up. Try things even if you think you'll be bad at them. Like notice how your left hand, which is pretty useless for most tasks, can actually improve with practice. It's all about stepping outside your comfort zone. Reflect on what state you want to be in when it's your time to go. Contemplate how short life is, the vastness of time, and how fragile everything is. Break things down to their essence. Understand why stuff happens, what makes us happy or sad, what death means, and what fame really is. Realize it's all in your head. When it comes to living by your beliefs, be like that versatile fighter who uses their whole body, not like that gladiator who drops their weapon and gets defeated. Get to the core of things, split them into their components, how they look and why they exist. Recognize the power we have. We can choose to act in alignment with the universe and accept whatever comes our way. Don't blame anyone for anything. No one is messing up on purpose. Don't be that person who's shocked by everyday occurrences. Life is unpredictable, go with it. We have three choices in life. Everything is predetermined, there is a higher power guiding us, or life is random chaos. If everything is already decided, why resist fate? If there is a higher power, focus on being the kind of person it would want to assist. And if life is chaotic, at least you have your own moral compass. When life throws storms your way, hold tight to your core values and shine brightly till the end like a lamp burning strong in its final moments. Before judging someone's apparent mistakes, consider if you really know the full story. Even if they did mess up, who's to say they aren't already punishing themselves? You can't blame people for acting according to their nature, like being angry at a fig tree for producing sap. So when someone pushes your buttons, work on controlling your reaction. Simple rules to live by. If it feels wrong, don't do it. If it's untrue, don't say it. Always examine your real motivations. Remember, you have an inner strength that withstands outside forces. When emotions surface, analyze what's really going on in your mind. Act thoughtfully, purposefully, and for the greater good. One day, everything and everyone you know, including yourself, will be gone. Such is the nature of change and the cycle of life. Keep perspective. Your viewpoint determines your experience. When times get rough, shift your perspective and you'll find calmer waters. Like a sailor rounding the bend to a peaceful bay, every experience passes in time. When something ends, It's not bad just because it ended, like a show concluding. When it's your time, it's not bad, just the universe in sync. Everything works with the universe's rhythm, so if it's your time to go, that's likely for the best. Here's a life cheat sheet. Act with thought and fairness no matter what. If something happens, see it as chance or a bigger plan. Don't waste energy blaming luck or the universe. Consider everything's journey from start to finish. If you suddenly viewed life from above, you'd see we're all just brief blips in time, passing moments in the grand scheme. Many troubles come from overthinking. Ditch that mindset and you're solid. The universe has its own flow. People will do as they do. See each event as just another chapter in the vast story, and remember our bond is understanding, not blood. It all comes down to perspective. We're all riding the present wave, so don't dwell on past or future. Think of famous people from history who made a big fuss. Where are they now? Just tales we tell or forgotten. What about those who chased fame and glory in places like Paris or Capri? In the end, those pursuits and dramas fade into history. Whenever you get caught up in daily drama or the rat race, take a moment to reflect on the bigger picture and ask if it's worth the hustle. Greet every opportunity with wisdom and grace. As we come to the end of our exploration of the profound passages and meditations, it's hard not to reflect on the timeless wisdom that Marcus Aurelius has gifted us. If his insights resonated with you, or if you found a moment of solace in our shared study, we hope you'll continue on this journey with us. While the echoes of the past guide the content we create, it's the support of inquisitive minds like yours that truly lights our way forward. Go deeper into these realms of thought by joining our Patreon community. You'll find the link below. Every gesture of support not only lifts our spirit, but also ensures we can continue to unearth more treasures from the annals of history and philosophy. Until our paths cross again, may you keep finding wisdom in unexpected places and moments of clarity and stillness of thought.